If you're having symptoms, your body's hurting, there's something going on in your body, there's pain, there's aches, there's oozing, there's this, there's that. It's your body's way of talking to you, but you're not listening. You're not actually listening truly to what it's trying to tell you. I have been helping people heal for years, and I do it by listening to what their body is trying to tell them. And then we go back even further and see why it even happened in the first place. Once you start to realize your body's never punishing you, it's just trying to tell you something, then you can heal yourself. You see, the only punishment comes from you, your body. Let's just remember this today, guys. I'm going to break this down so you finally learn how to speak to yourselves, heal your body, overcome this madness that has been going on, so we can come back to balance, health, and harmony. But the only thing that happens is your body listens to what you fed it. What have you been feeding it all this time? Now, it can be negativity, guilt, shame, self-doubt. My mother should have done this. My father should have done that. I understand all of these problems, my friends. I've faced them myself. And that's why I'm here today, to be able to talk to you. But what your body is doing is just telling you what you've been feeding it for so long. Just like if you fed yourself, gone off milk, it's going to tell you by having a bad stomach. But we feed it all of these regular habitual thoughts and feelings. And eventually it fights back and tells you, we can't look after the system if you keep doing this. So tell me, what are you feeding your body? Comment down below. What do you feed your body every day? Let's change it from, I'm not enough, I wish I still was with this person, why is this happening to me, to my body is a symbol of the divine, whole, perfect, and well. And that's why I started to look into the great teachers who knew how to access the subconscious mind and make a difference. Now, some people even say affirmation doesn't work. This is absolutely false. Affirmation is one of the most powerful ways you can change your body and bring it to healing. But you need to understand the body, once it's in this cycle, will not listen willingly. You have to retrain it to listen to these new affirmations. You may have been doing affirmations and prayers for the last 10 years and nothing's happened. That's because you haven't figured out how to access the system. Now, your body's trying to teach you something. It's trying to tell you something. The way you access the system is you start to sit back and listen. What do I even mean by that? You access the system by being able to sit back and observe your body. So when I was having absolute stomach pains or chronic throat pain, I sat and watched that pain. Now, the interesting thing was I didn't watch it from a place of, you terrible thing, what are you doing here? I learned that I needed to watch it from a place of detachment and acceptance of what is without judgment. And that becomes awareness. Once I tapped into that God presence, that awareness there, the pain and everything started to tell a story. Well, how did it tell the story then? Well, it told it through emotions that wanted to come up. I remember sitting there observing my throat pain, and after about 10 minutes just bawling my eyes out. I'd been holding on to so much upset. There was a literal frog in my throat. What do we call it? There's a frog in my throat when I get upset. I'd literally had the worst case of frog in the throat you could ever imagine. And that is funny, but true. I'd held on to so much emotion to try and be strong. But vulnerability, my friends, is where you're going to find power, because that's the true nature of power. It comes when you let go. It comes when you trust in something greater than yourself, but something that lives within you and all around you. My body literally is just a symbol of my past thoughts, feelings, and actions. So now I need to start to listen to the story that it tells. You cannot keep holding resentment for someone and not expect your body to start to feel it, because your body doesn't understand that you resent someone outside of yourself. It has no idea of the outside world, really. It only listens to what's going on inside. And so when you're having inner turmoil, even if it's directed at someone else, the body thinks it's directed at you. So if you have resentment towards someone, the body thinks you have resentment towards the self. So that's where we start to get things like autoimmune disease and the body attacking itself. When we feel so frightened all the time, even though there's no actual danger, it's just a thought and a feeling. That's why the digestive issues start coming up. My friends, you must understand anything that eats away at the body, like autoimmune, cancers and other things like this is long-held resentment. It's attacking the body. Anything that starts to shut down systems, that's a body that's been in fear for way too long. When you start to lose things like your hair or other things, it's a loss. It's the feeling of no control. See, how many of you have had dreams out there, or you're having teeth issues, or this? You do not feel control of your life. And that's what it is. We have to teach the body harmony. We have to teach the body safety. The body's trying to tell us something through these symptoms, but we're not willing to listen. We still think that if something is against us, there's a God that hates us, or our body dislikes us, or it's genetic. All of that is not true. Your genetics can change. This is a known fact in epigenetics. The God presence that you're looking for works through your beautiful subconscious mind. So it just listens to what you have to say and it takes you literally. And also, there is nothing that wants to punish you. Your body loves you. It's here trying to heal you every day. If it hated you, you wouldn't be alive very long. It's healing you every second of the day. You brush past a muddy wall and touch it, but didn't realize, and then later you eat a sandwich, you don't die. It heals you from that bacteria. So you have to understand that what it's doing now is to show you something because it loves you and it knows there's a problem and it needs you to change. So see your symptoms now. I know this is very difficult, but see them as a gift towards your expansion of your connection to yourself and to life. When I started to see my symptoms as a gift, I could start to listen to the language that they were speaking towards me, which was, you need to start changing the relationship with yourself. You hate yourself, basically. You're so scared of the life outside of you, and you dislike yourself. So what did it bring to me? It brought to me more pain, more issues, more punishments. If you start to listen to the body, it will respond to you. It will start to change. And this is my favorite quote from Joseph Murphy. The body acts as acted upon. It has no emotional thought of its own. It just accepts what you accept. So start to accept that you live in a world of love, joy, peace, harmony, and all good things. And you will start to see it. Every day, wake up and say, today is God's day, full of peace, harmony, and joy. I'm divinely guided to beautiful things in all areas of life. My body is a symbol of God's love. Every cell of my body is revitalized and renewed. God's healing light flows through every cell of my body. I am whole and well. I am safe. I'm guided to wonderful treasures in love, abundance, health, and harmony. All is well. All is safe. Listen to these words. It is so beautiful to express them. They are divine truths that are going to bring you to healing, my friend. Can you accept this healing though? Are you ready to accept it? Are you going to listen to your body's language? I'll see you at the next one, guys.